Season 10 of Southern Charm is here. You've been along for this ride about half of that time.
Crazy. That's so crazy to think about, to say out loud. Been on the show for 4 years. That's wild.
What's the vibe going into this season?
The vibe going into this season is fun and relaxing and fully being ourselves.
Am I extremely attracted to you? Yes. Are we on the same page?
The trailer dropped and all anyone could talk about was JT seemingly confessing
Yes.
his undying love for you. Is that real? Is that misleading? What is that about?
No, that's real. That's real. It's not misleading. That was JT really letting me know that he had feelings for me. And that he wanted to let me know that because the tension is high this season. The tension is high, and coming off of, just being great friends, it was kind of just like a natural occurrence. But yeah, that was real. That was real. That was real.
And was your facial expression that we get in the trailer your actual reaction to that? How did that make you feel to have somebody who you've become a good buddy with all of a sudden try to pivot it into something more?
It was weird because I did not know that was what was going to happen in that moment. So it was just kind of a, type moment, and we had spoken about it once before, and we were just like, you know what, whatever, it's going to take our time and see how it goes. We're going to continue to be the best of friends and be okay with if we flirt or, we get a little cheeky or what have you. So I was a little shocked to hear him say that out loud like that. I was just like, oh, okay, we're doing it. We're just going straight for it. Cool.
You were not the only one shocked by that because comment sections across Bravo fan accounts were filled with, what is this? And women coming out of the woodwork to say, oh, I was sort of seeing JT around this time, or I had a thing with JT. I thought we were a thing. His response to it, I think, was to kind of sort of hard launch a relationship on Instagram. What was your read on everything that unfolded in the aftermath of that trailer?
As you can see, my smile disappeared pretty quickly. That was a lot, actually. Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting that at all, and it was kind of like, okay, what is actually happening? And did I just get played? Because I believe that, unfortunately, I think I just got played.
Okay, is that where the chips have fallen? That's your reading of it now, as you were played?
Yeah. And he's kind of gone rogue and silent, and he's not speaking to anyone and has made the sad decision to step away. So hopefully he shows up to the reunion to kind of clear up this mess. And if he doesn't, God rest his soul.
Yeah, a very unprecedented kind of strange thing I don't know that you can really resign from reality TV, especially before the season has aired, but that's kind of how he put it.
It's easy to resign when no one wanted you there in the first place and you only had one person who actually did, and then you lost that. So
there we go. All right, so we're going to watch this all unfold. How are you feeling about watching that back now, knowing where everything landed?
I will be taking notes.
For that reunion.
I will be taking notes, Again, I had a lot of fun with it, and I kind of just let myself fully be myself in all those moments. And if what I am being shown and seen and from what's being posted is real, it's, it's not going to feel good for sure. It's not going to feel good. Yeah.
Last time we did see you, though, and part of the reason I think the JT thing hit the fans so sideways is you were in a relationship the last we kind of knew.
I was.
Manny is God's gift to me. That's what Manny is. He is a musician, so he's traveling all the time. We were friends first, and about 8 months ago now, he asked me to be his girlfriend. He's perfect. Yeah.
What happened there? Because you were calling that guy your forever person.
Yeah. Life comes at you fast. Let's just start there. It's one of those moments where your parents always say, hey, listen, sometimes when you love somebody, you got to let them go. And it's like, you don't understand those words to be true until you're in it. And I was in it, and I was in it deep. And I was with someone that had a dream outside of me. And I felt like asking him to stay back and to split time and to do the life in Charleston was very unfair to him. And I just had to, I had to let what I loved go. And that was not an easy decision. And it's crazy to hear myself say this back out loud, because Venita 3 years ago would have been like, you're staying with me, you're stuck. But now it's just like, yeah, no, you kind of got to let people do their thing. Like I've lived a lot of life in such a short period of time, and he hasn't had that experience yet. And I didn't want to hold him back from that.
So what's the lesson learned in having to kind of break your own heart in that way?
The lesson learned there is that that's okay, but don't move on so quick to the next man, because, something else might be brewing that you have no idea about.
You can either accept the life that I live now or not.
If Craig's seen with like a beer in his hand, he thinks his whole business is going down.
It seems a big focus of this season, though, is going to be the evolution of Shep, Austen, and Craig's friendship. Mm-hmm. Is the issue there really just that Craig has grown up and the others maybe haven't? What's your diagnosis for why there's such friction between those three?
That's really it. And being able to watch Craig go from someone who got made fun of for sewing to turn it into a business and then to make a career out of it and then be able to buy his first home and open restaurants and do all the things. I think the boys are kind of lacking in that. They're growing up just not as fast, and it's kind of scaring them because Craig doesn't want to hang out at the bars anymore like they do.
Right. He's kind of a symbol of what can be that they're not willing to.
They're not ready for it yet.
Yeah, they're not at that train stop yet.
No.
Season 9 did end with a very tough reunion for Shep, and I wonder how that informed returning to filming, what the overall vibe around Shep was, knowing what he did and didn't own up to at that reunion.
I think everyone opened their arms up to Shep. He kind of came in with, hey guys, these are the practices I'm trying to do now, and I'm doing things a little different. And, he came in with the relationship, and we really kind of get to see Shep be a true lover boy, which I don't think we got to see last season with Taylor. He was just kind of along for the ride, where this season he is really the one kind of steering the ship in his relationship. So it was nice. It was nice to see Shep kind of just be himself and not worry about what the rest of us had to say.
Well, that is good to hear. What's the dynamic between him bringing someone new around and Taylor also having Gaston around? Okay, I think that grimace says it all.
Yeah, next question.
We've got quite a bit of fresh blood this year as well. We've got Molly, Ryan, and Salley. What all do they bring to the table that maybe we haven't seen before in this group?
Molly's going to bring a sense of comedic relief that I don't think we've had in quite some time. Molly is just a ball of goofiness, and I love her for that. Salley brings a dynamic that is interesting for sure. The way she is tied into this group, I don't think we could have written it out ourselves,
If the walls of King Street could talk.
Oh, they'd be screaming, they'd be screaming. And Ryan's fun. So Ryan was actually a friend of mine prior to him joining the show. And I was one of his first friends when he moved to Charleston. And he is just going to bring an element of class. And he's also going to bring a little bit of mess, which I like.
The perfect reality TV combo.
Yeah, keep things interesting, but keep it classy at the same time.
Who do you find yourself closest to in the group these days?
Oh, Madison and I, our relationship is always growing. We definitely got a lot closer this season, which is nice. Rodrigo and I have bonded a lot. I actually just got off the phone with him not too long ago. And Salley, off camera, was someone who I also was able to grow a relationship with. So that was really, really nice. She's a fun girl.
What are you most excited to get to relive when it makes it to air from this season?
Dang. All of it. I know that's such a lame answer, but I feel like this season, we really, especially as a girl group, we really tried to make sure that we were working together to be thick as thieves, no matter how hard things got. Now, Salley and Taylor can't really speak on that side of things, but for the rest of us, that's what we really worked hard on that, and I'm really excited for the audience to see that.
Is there anything you are dreading? There is one moment in the trailer, it looks like things get really emotional, I think in the Bahamas, but I don't know if you would be dreading.
I'm dreading that. That was red flag number 1 for me, was the Bahamas. Oh. Yeah. So definitely dreading that moment. Yeah. I don't know how much I can't say. So yeah, I'm definitely dreading that Bahamas moment for sure.
The tropical trips with this group don't often end well.
No, maybe we should go someplace cold next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go skiing for a change.
Yes, switch it up.
Yeah.
All right, and then predictions. It's a long way away, and I think I already know who you're going to say.
All right.
Who will have the most to answer for at reunion?
Jarrett Thomas.
If he shows his face.
If he shows his face. He will have the most to answer for sure, on every level.
And you'll have those notes ready with all your questions in addition to whatever Andy Cohen brings.
Exactly. I'm going to say, hey, Andy, do you mind if I sit here for a second? Yeah.
A very special extra part of the reunion. Venita grills JT.
Yes. Love to see that happening.
There we go. Oh, someone wanted to say hi.
Oh, hi. Wait, I have to show you Charles. Do you want to say hi? He's like, Mommy, I'm sleeping.
Like, I'm sleeping.
You're sleeping.
Say hi.
I got a fan. He's like, Mom, please, God.
He's got the drowsy eyes. He's like, put me back.
I'm a sleepy boy. I love him.